And new at 6, cooking a Thanksgiving feast is no small feat. Do you have enough sides? Is the turkey still juicy? So many things to think about.
Yeah, plenty of options there. But it's also important to make sure everything is prepped safely. News 9's Brittany Slaughter joins us now with some tips.
You've waited for it all year. A delicious spread full of your favorite holiday foods. But if you aren't careful in the kitchen, you could end up sick instead of stuffed.
There's a lot of different, bacteria and viruses that can make you sick if food is not cooked properly, stored properly.
When dealing with meat, it's important to cook it long enough and hot enough to cook out the germs.
If you don't reach that temperature, what you've really done is provided a nice space for that bacteria to incubate and grow and multiply.
To keep that from happening, experts say to make sure the thickest part of the turkey reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And watch out for cross-contamination with raw meats. This can happen on kitchen counters and in the refrigerator.
Keeping those raw meats, that raw poultry, that raw turkey, on the lowest levels of the refrigerator, and keeping all of the prepared foods, things that you're not going to be cooking before you serve them, above that.
Both undercooked meat and cross-contamination can lead to foodborne illness, and that can leave both you and your guests with symptoms including nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting.
So a lot of, especially meat products, can be contaminated during their processing. And so that's why it's really important when you get it that you cook the meat thoroughly to kill any bacteria that may be on it from the processing of that product.
If you think you have food poisoning, call your doctor. They may prescribe fluids and rest, or if it's severe enough, a trip to the hospital. But the best way to avoid having to call your doctor altogether is just use caution in the kitchen. In Wausau, Brittany Slaughter, News 9 WAOW.